Caitlin Clark is finally on vacation.
My goal was to be there and to be there at some point, but getting this break is going to be very beneficial for myself.
The Indiana Fever star player is taking her first real break in almost a year. But this isn't just any break. While other athletes are competing in the Olympics, Clark is wisely taking time to recharge. The big question, will we see a refreshed and unstoppable Clark ready to score 30 points per game in the second half of the season? Stay tuned because we're diving into these topics and more right now. Caitlin has undoubtedly earned this rest. Since September 23rd, she's been going full throttle. She powered through a tough college season with Iowa, navigated the draft, endured rookie training camp, and then jumped straight into the WNBA. That's an intense schedule for any athlete, let alone a rookie. It's not just about the number of games, it's about the relentless intensity. Clark plays almost every minute on the court, showcasing her immense value to the Fever, but also highlighting her need for recovery. Her choice to skip the skills and three-point contests at the All-Star Game screams one thing: exhaustion. In my opinion, this break is exactly what she needs to come back even stronger. Think about it. A well-rested, re-energized Caitlin could be an absolute game changer. If she was already posting impressive stats while tired, imagine her performance when she's fully recharged. This isn't merely a vacation, it's a pivotal opportunity for her to return better than ever and propel the Fever to new heights in the playoffs. But let's address the elephant in the room: Coach Christy Side's management. While the Fever is in the playoff race, which is commendable, Side's handling of Clark has been questionable at best. There have been games where Clark played the full 40 minutes. 40 minutes. That's not strategic, it's overkill. Clark is phenomenal, but she's human, not a machine. This mismanagement doesn't just impact her performance, it affects the entire team. Additionally, Side's critical game time decisions have raised eyebrows. Poor substitutions and a lack of tactical support during crunch moments have been frustrating to watch. This isn't just about Clark, it's about the team's overall dynamic. The Fever has a rare talent in Clark, a player who can transform the game and elevate her teammates. But she needs a supportive system, not one that exhausts her. This Olympic break is a crucial juncture. It's not just a chance for Clark to rest, it's an opportunity for the Fever to reassess their strategy. If they continue down the same path, they risk wasting the incredible talent they have. Behind the scenes, there's a lot of buzz in the league about how the Fever will use this time to regroup. Here's hoping they make the necessary adjustments to support Clark and maximize their potential in the second half of the season. There's a buzz in the air about a significant change in the Fever's coaching staff, and when I say significant, I mean a name that needs no introduction: Cheryl Miller. For those who watched the All-Star Game, they noticed something intriguing. Cheryl Miller was coaching the WNBA team, and it wasn't just for show. The basketball legend demonstrated her deep understanding of the game, executing offensive sets that left many in awe. The offensive moves Miller set up during the All-Star practices were far superior to what we've seen from the Fever this season. We're talking about double cuts and well-structured pick-and-roll plays that truly leverage the talent on the court. Here's the crucial point. There are strong rumors that Cheryl Miller might take over the Fever as soon as next year. Just imagine what that would mean for Clark and the team. A coach with Miller's experience and knowledge could be exactly what the Fever needs to take the next step. Miller is no rookie when it comes to coaching. She has experience in both the WNBA and college basketball. She knows how to develop young talent and build systems that maximize the skills of her stars. Imagine Clark, with all her talent and game vision, being guided by someone of Miller's caliber. It's the kind of combination that could elevate Clark's game to another level and transform the Fever into a true title contender. Of course, none of this is guaranteed yet, but the fact that we're having this conversation shows that the Fever is at a decisive moment. The next few weeks could define not just the immediate future of the team, but the direction of the entire franchise in the coming years. Now let's step back a bit and talk about the All-Star Game, because there's a crucial detail many might have missed. Clark, even being one of the league's biggest stars, decided not to participate in the skills and three-point contests. For a rookie with Clark's hype, these competitions are golden opportunities to showcase talent, but she passed on them. Why? Because she really needed this break. It's a clear sign that exhaustion was hitting hard. She needed not just physical rest, but mental recovery as well. This brings us to a critical point. What can we expect from Clark when she returns after this vacation? History has shown that well-rested players of her caliber come back even stronger. Let's look at Clark's numbers in the last 10 games before the All-Star break: 18.5 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 11.4 assists on average. That's already incredible. incredible, but after a proper rest and recovery period, it wouldn't be surprising to see her averages soar to 25 points or more per game. A rested Clark means a mentally sharper player capable of making even better game reads and elevating her teammates' level. Fever is at a crucial crossroads. Cheryl Miller's potential addition to the coaching staff could revolutionize the team, and Clark's well-earned break might just be the catalyst for a remarkable second half of the season. The next steps the Fever take will be pivotal for their future success.
The best advice that Bet has given you in game this season?
Nobody gives me advice in game. I wish.
Besides this rest period being physical, it's also a mental recharge for Clark. She can study the game, analyze her own performance, and return not just with a recovered body, but with new ideas and strategies. While the league's main stars are focused on the Olympics, Clark is getting the chance to prepare specifically for the second half of the WNBA season. This could give her and the Fever a unique competitive advantage when the league returns. The franchise is at a crossroads, and the decisions made now will shape not just the rest of this season, but potentially the next few years. First, there's the coaching issue. If the Fever is seriously considering bringing in someone like Cheryl Miller, now is the time to make that change. The Olympic break offers the perfect opportunity to implement a new system without the pressure of regular games. However, it's not just about who will be in charge. The Fever needs to look at its roster and make smart moves. New additions could give Clark the support she needs on the court. Speaking of Clark, the Fever needs a clear plan to maximize her talent. This means not just adjusting her playing time to avoid exhaustion, but also building an offensive system that takes advantage of her unique passing and shooting skills. The Fever also needs to focus on developing other talented players on the team, like Aaliyah Boston. The team must find a balance between giving Clark the protagonism she deserves and nurturing other key pieces of the roster. Another crucial point is the team's culture. There's frustration among the players with the current management. The Fever needs to address this head-on, creating an environment where their stars feel valued and supported. Finally, the Fever needs to think long-term. Clark is the kind of player who can be the face of the franchise for years. For that to happen, she needs to see that the team is committed to building a title contender around her. If the Fever makes the right decisions, we could see a complete transformation in the second half of the season. Imagine a Fever with a rested Clark, an efficient new tactical system, and adequate support pieces. This team would not only enter the playoffs strong, but could surprise many and make a serious title run. What do you think will happen? Will the Fever use this break to reinvent themselves? Will Clark come back tearing it up? This is the kind of moment basketball fans love. Anything can happen, and we're going to be here following every step. If you're as excited as I am about the second half of the season, leave your predictions in the comments. What do you think the Fever needs to do to take off? Who would be the ideal coach to lead Clark? Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed this analysis, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this is the perfect moment. We're going to have hot content about the WNBA every week. Thanks for watching until the end, and see you in the next video.